Hello, 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 and welcome back, guys. I hope you are doing well, and welcome to our online classroom. Now, I know it's a little bit of a change of pace, but let's make the most of it. I hope you've been using your time productively in some way. This is what I've been up to so far. Lots of video games, some guitar, some working out, cooking, generally hanging out. Please send me your life updates. Let me live vicariously through you, as I have not a whole lot going on right now. But unfortunately, we do have to go get back to business and do some tech. So let's talk about what that's going to look like. If you have any questions whatsoever, and I know you have a lot going on with your other classes as well, really, really important that you communicate with your teachers. The best way to get in touch with me is that email address you see on your screen there. Please email me if you have any questions, concerns, problems, anything like that. Cute dog pictures, I absolutely take those. Send them this way. Now, our week is supposed to look like this, according to my MCPS. On Mondays, today, we will be posting materials. So, this video, the assignment, whatever other supporting materials I'd like to post, those will all go up Monday. Then on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, you have office hours. Office hours are just the time when the teacher is going to try to make themselves as available as possible to you to answer any questions or maybe hold some sort of conference, something like that. In this class, likely I won't do anything group-wise with that time, but I will try to use it to answer your questions. So if you send me an email, likely during this slime slot, I will try to respond to it. Now, if I don't respond to it during that time slot, or if you send me an email afterwards, not a problem. I will respond to your email probably within that day. If not, by the next day for sure, I'll have answered. If you send me an email on the weekend, I will respond to it the following Monday. I likely won't check my email too much over the weekend. So that's what this is going to look like from here on out. What are we actually going to cover in the rest of this marking period? Well, we have until April 17th, which means if you owe me things, that's when you need to get them into me by. So please, 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 if you need to get something into me, you need to do that. Now, some things you obviously might have a harder time making out because they weren't online. So I'm willing to work with you on a case-by-case basis if you get in touch with me, if you owe me something that you can't readily make up. Otherwise, your grade is what it was before you left. We're going to have 2 more graded assignments in this marking period. We're going to have 1 today, and then 1 more next week. So your first assignment is already posted underneath MyMCPS, Modules, Distant Learning, Marking Period 3, Week 2 assignment. It's really straightforward. You're going to watch a video. It's really good, I think. It talks about various forces that affect buildings, and then you're going to answer some questions for me. So please send me any issues you have. I know this is an evolving system and it might take a couple of tries to get all the kinks worked out. So if you have trouble with it, you need to let me know. Let's talk about some of those forces you're going to see in that video, just so that if you guys, don't like that video for whatever reason, here's another delivery of that same material. So the first one I'll talk about here is tension. You can experience tension if you take your hands and kind of lock them together and try to pull them apart. Ugh. In a structure, this usually occurs when you have a member that's being stretched by something, and you're going to see this on the underneath of a beam. Usually things like steel, ductile materials, metals are really good at resisting tension. The second kind of force you're going to see would be compression. If you try to push your hands together, you're compressing them. And this will be any kind of column that you have things resting on, right? Something that's being pushed down with a lot of force, that's experiencing compression. Concrete is really good at withstanding compression because it only gets stronger the more you push on it, because it's made of all these little particles, and the more you push them together, the tighter the whole compound gets and the more sturdy it is. Shear is what happens when you take a piece of paper and you just tear it right in half. Typically, a clever combination of materials is used to prevent this from happening. So you'll use usually maybe some concrete, some steel in a particular configuration to prevent this from happening. And last but not least, torsion is twisting. We actually saw an example of this when we looked at that Tacoma Narrows Bridge that started wobbling, right? That wobbly motion is torsion. And if you take a dish rag and wring it out, it's experiencing a lot of torsion. Building will experience this kind of force when it's stressed by an outside factor, like an earthquake. And there's all sorts of clever engineering that goes into making it so that buildings can wobble, and that wobble will help dissipate some of that force instead of forcing all of it into the structural components that would usually overwhelm them. So there you go. There's the 4 forces that we're really covering in that video. This was kind of a cursory overview of them. The video goes into a whole lot more depth. Please let me know if you have trouble with the video or if anything else. Once again, your first assignment is due to me the next Tuesday after your spring break, and it's worth 20 points. Please get me any missing work, and I hope you guys stay healthy and keep productive. Take it easy.